Florida CPI Certification Actual Exam Version 2. Question 1. What is the core philosophy of CPI training used in Florida facilities? Option A, safety first. Option B, care, welfare, safety, and security. Option C, zero tolerance. Option D, control and compliance. The correct answer is option B, care, welfare, safety, and security. The core philosophy, care, welfare, safety, and security, is the foundation of all CPI interventions to ensure the dignity and safety of everyone involved. Question 2. In the crisis development model, what is the staff response to anxiety? Option A, directive. Option B, supportive. Option C, safety intervention. Option D, therapeutic rapport. The correct answer is option B, supportive. Staff should be supportive by providing an empathetic, non-judgmental approach to help the individual alleviate their anxiety. Question 3. Which behavior is characterized by a person losing rationality and becoming verbally aggressive or challenging? Option A, anxiety. Option B, defensive. Option C, risk behavior. Option D, tension reduction. The correct answer is option B, defensive. The defensive level is the second stage of the crisis development model where the person becomes irrational and oppositional. Question 4. What is the appropriate staff response to defensive behavior? Option A, supportive. Option B, directive. Option C, safety intervention. Option D, therapeutic rapport. The correct answer is option B, directive. A directive approach involves taking control of a potentially escalating situation by providing clear instructions and setting limits. Question 5. Behavior that presents an immediate physical threat to self or others is categorized as Option A, anxiety. Option B, defensive. Option C, risk behavior. Option D, tension reduction. The correct answer is option C, risk behavior. Risk behavior is the stage where the person's actions are dangerous enough to warrant a safety intervention. Question 6. In Florida, what is the Baker Act, Chapter 394, primarily concerned with? Option A, workplace safety. Option B, involuntary and voluntary mental health examination and treatment. Option C, physical restraint techniques. Option D, employee benefits. The correct answer is option B, involuntary and voluntary mental health examination and treatment. The Baker Act allows for the involuntary examination of individuals who may be a danger to themselves or others due to mental illness. Question 7. What is integrated experience in the context of a crisis? Option A, merging two departments. Option B, the concept that staff behavior influences the individual's behavior and vice versa. Option C, learning from past mistakes. Option D, a type of physical hold. The correct answer is option B, the concept that staff behavior influences the individual's behavior and vice versa. Integrated experience means that our reactions and attitudes can either escalate or de-escalate a person in crisis. Question 8. According to Florida APD and CPI standards, physical restraint should only be used. Option A, when the person is being rude. Option B, as a last resort when the person is an immediate danger to self or others. Option C, to enforce rules. Option D, when staff members are tired. The correct answer is option B, as a last resort when the person is an immediate danger to self or others. Restraint is the most restrictive intervention and is only legally and ethically permissible during immediate risk of harm. Question 9. Which term describes the personal space an individual needs to feel safe, typically 1.5 to 3 feet? Option A, kinesics. Option B, proxemics. Option C, haptics. Option D, paraverbal. The correct answer is option B, proxemics. Proxemics is the study of personal space. Maintaining an appropriate distance helps prevent the individual from feeling threatened. Question 10. A staff member stands at an angle to the individual rather than face to face. This is a component of Option A, proxemics. Option B, kinesics. Option C, haptics. Option D, paraverbal. The correct answer is option B, kinesics. Kinesics refers to body language and movement. The CPI, supportive stance, standing at an angle, communicates non-threat and maintains safety. Question 11. Paraverbal communication refers to how we say what we say. What are its three components? Option A, tone, volume, and cadence. Option B, words, body, and space. Option C, height, weight, and strength. Option D, logic, reason, and facts. The correct answer is option A, tone, volume, and cadence. Tone, inflection, volume, loudness, and cadence, rhythm, are the three elements of paraverbal communication. Question 12. If an individual is escalating, your tone of voice should be: option A, loud and demanding. Option B, calm, even, and non-threatening. Option C, sarcastic. Option D, silent. The correct answer is option B, calm, even, and non-threatening. A calm and controlled tone helps de-escalate a situation through the principle of integrated experience. Question 13. In the verbal escalation continuum, questioning, information seeking, should be met with: option A, setting limits. Option B, irrational, factual response. Option C, active ignoring. Option D, calling for security. The correct answer is option B, irrational, factual response. If a person is genuinely asking a question, providing the information can prevent further escalation into the defensive stage. Question 14. What should staff do if an individual asks challenging questions, e.g., why do I have to listen to you? Option A, answer the challenge to show power. Option B, redirect the individual back to the task or issue at hand. Option C, set a harsh consequence immediately. Option D, walk away and ignore them. The correct answer is option B, redirect the individual back to the task or issue at hand. Challenging questions are power struggles. Redirection avoids the conflict and keeps the focus on the expected behavior. Question 15. Which stage of the verbal escalation continuum is characterized by high energy, blowing off steam? Option A, questioning. Option B, refusal. Option C, release. Option D, intimidation. The correct answer is option C, release. Release is an emotional outburst. Staff should allow the person to vent while removing the audience and ensuring safety. Question 16. When an individual is refusing to follow a direction, the staff should: option A, force them to comply. Option B, set limits and provide choices with consequences. Option C, yell the instruction again. Option D, do nothing and leave. The correct answer is option B, set limits and provide choices with consequences. Setting limits gives the individual a sense of control by allowing them to choose their outcome. Question 17. What is rational detachment? Option A, ignoring the individual's needs. Option B, the ability to stay professional and not take the individual's behavior personally. Option C, separating yourself physically from the unit. Option D, feeling cold toward the patients. The correct answer is option B, the ability to stay professional and not take the individual's behavior personally. Rational detachment allows staff to remain calm and effective regardless of the individual's behavior or provocations. Question 18. Which of the following is an external, precipitating factor for a crisis? Option A, a chemical imbalance. Option B, a history of trauma. Option C, a loud, chaotic environment or staff being rude. Option D, low blood sugar. The correct answer is option C, a loud, chaotic environment or staff being rude. External factors are environmental or situational triggers that staff can often influence or manage. Question 19. The decision-making matrix is used to assess risk based on which two factors? Option A, height and weight. Option B, age and gender. Option C, likelihood and severity. Option D, time and place. The correct answer is option C, likelihood and severity. The matrix helps staff determine the appropriate level of intervention by analyzing how likely and how dangerous a behavior is. Question 20. What does severity mean in the decision-making matrix? Option A, how often a behavior occurs. Option B, the level of harm that could result from a behavior. Option C, the age of the person. Option D, the cost of the damage. The correct answer is option B, the level of harm that could result from a behavior. Severity measures the intensity of the potential harm, while likelihood measures the probability of it happening. Question 21. In Florida, any use of physical restraint must be documented and reported within what timeframe, typically? Option A, within 1 hour. Option B, by the end of the shift or per agency policy, often within 24 hours. Option C, 1 week later. Option D, Only if there is an injury. The correct answer is option B, by the end of the shift or per agency policy, often within 24 hours. Florida statutes require timely and detailed documentation of all restrictive procedures to ensure oversight and compliance. Question 22. What is positional asphyxia? Option A, fainting from standing up too fast. Option B, a life-threatening condition where a person's physical position prevents them from breathing properly. Option C, a type of asthma. Option D, fear of heights. The correct answer is option B, a life-threatening condition where a person's physical position prevents them from breathing properly. Positional asphyxia is a primary risk during physical holds. Staff must ensure the airway is clear and the chest can expand. Question 23. During a physical intervention, staff must continuously monitor the individual for: option A, the time; option B, signs of physical or medical distress, e.g. blue skin, gasping, vomiting; option C, the presence of family; option D, the individual's shoes. The correct answer is option B, signs of physical or medical distress, e.g. blue skin, gasping, vomiting. Staff must watch for medical emergencies during any restraint, as physical stress can lead to sudden cardiac or respiratory failure. Question 24. What is the first step of the coping model? Option A, orient; option B, control; option C, investigate; option D, give. The correct answer is option B, control. Control ensures that everyone is physically and emotionally stable and safe before the debriefing process begins. Question 25. In the coping model, what does O stand for? Option A, observation; option B, orientation; option C, obedience; option D, order. The correct answer is option B, orientation. Orientation is the process of establishing the basic facts of the incident with the individual and the staff. Question 26. The patterns step in the coping model is used to: option A, dress the same way; option B, identify recurring triggers or behaviors that lead to a crisis; option C, draw a map; option D, pick a new staff member. The correct answer is option B, identify recurring triggers or behaviors that lead to a crisis. Finding patterns helps the team develop proactive strategies to prevent future crises from occurring. Question 27. What does give stand for in the coping model? Option A, give a lecture; option B, give control back to the individual and provide support for a positive return; option C, give a gift; option D, give a medication. The correct answer is option B, give control back to the individual and provide support for a positive return. Giving control back marks the end of the crisis intervention and the transition back to the therapeutic environment. Question 28. Which kinesic message is most likely to escalate a person in crisis? Option A, maintaining an open, relaxed posture; option B, standing with hands on hips and staring intensely; option C, staying at a 45-degree angle; option D, keeping hands visible. The correct answer is option B, standing with hands on hips and staring intensely. Aggressive body language signals a threat and can trigger a fight or flight response in the individual. Question 29. Paraverbal cadence refers to: option A, the loudness of the voice; option B, the rhythm, rate, and speed of speech; option C, the choice of words; option D, the person's accent. The correct answer is option B, the rhythm, rate, and speed of speech. Speaking too fast can communicate anxiety, while a steady, moderate pace helps project a sense of calm. Question 30. When setting limits, they should be: option A, complex and detailed; option B, clear, simple, and enforceable; option C, punitive and harsh; option D, hidden from the person. The correct answer is option B, clear, simple, and enforceable. Effective limits provide a clear if/then framework that the person can easily understand and follow. Question 31. A person who is crying and apologetic after a high-energy outburst is in which stage? Option A, anxiety; option B, defensive; option C, risk behavior; option D, tension reduction. The correct answer is option D, tension reduction. Tension reduction is the stage where the person experiences a physical and emotional drop in energy after the crisis. Question 32. What is disengagement in CPI safety skills? Option A, a way to tackle someone. Option B, techniques used to release oneself from a physical grab or hold safely. Option C, ignoring a person's request. Option D, leaving the facility. The correct answer is option B, techniques used to release oneself from a physical grab or hold safely. Disengagement skills focus on staff safety and the ability to escape a physical encounter without causing harm. Question 33. True or false? Under Florida law, mechanical restraints, like straps, are generally prohibited in many community-based settings. Option A, true. Option B, false. The correct answer is option true. Florida policy, especially for APD/developmental disabilities, strictly limits or prohibits mechanical restraints in favor of less restrictive interventions. Question 34. What is haptics? Option A, the study of hearing. Option B, the use of touch to communicate. Option C, the study of light. Option D, a type of medication. The correct answer is option B, the use of touch to communicate. Touch can be misinterpreted as aggressive or sexual, especially in a crisis, and should be used with extreme caution. Question 35. The reactionary gap is defined as: Option A, the time it takes to eat. Option B, the safe distance staff should maintain from an individual, usually 1.5 to 3 feet or more. Option C, the space between two buildings. Option D, the time between shifts. The correct answer is option B, the safe distance staff should maintain from an individual, usually 1.5 to 3 feet or more. Maintaining a gap provides safety for the staff and respects the individual's personal space. Question 36. Why should staff remove the audience during a release stage? Option A, to make the person feel lonely. Option B, to reduce the pressure on the individual and prevent peer reinforcement of the behavior. Option C, to hide the incident from supervisors. Option D, to save space. The correct answer is option B, to reduce the pressure on the individual and prevent peer reinforcement of the behavior. People often act out for an audience. Removing others takes away the social motivation for the behavior and increases safety. Question 37. If a person is intimidating staff with specific threats, the staff response is: Option A, laugh at the threat. Option B, take it seriously, maintain safety, and seek assistance/backup. Option C, argue about why they can't do it. Option D, apply a restraint immediately. The correct answer is option B, take it seriously, maintain safety, and seek assistance/backup. Intimidation is a safety risk. Staff should follow their facility's safety plan and ensure backup is available. Question 38. Which of the following is a sign of physical distress in a person being restrained? Option A, excessive sweating, blue lips, cyanosis, and labored breathing. Option B, talking in a normal voice. Option C, maintaining eye contact. Option D, closing their eyes. The correct answer is option A, excessive sweating, blue lips, cyanosis, and labored breathing. These are critical indicators of medical emergency and require the immediate release of any hold. Question 39. The ultimate goal of the coping model is: Option A, to punish the individual. Option B, to provide postvention that leads to learning, rapport, and prevention. Option C, to fill out paperwork. Option D, to decide who was right. The correct answer is option B, to provide postvention that leads to learning, rapport, and prevention. Postvention, coping, is a therapeutic process for both the individual and the staff to recover and improve future outcomes. Question 40. What is the staff response pipe? Option A, a plumbing tool. Option B, the concept of matching the level of staff response to the level of individual behavior. Option C, a type of physical hold. Option D, a data entry system. The correct answer is option B, the concept of matching the level of staff response to the level of individual behavior. The pipe ensures that if an individual is at stage 1, staff are at response 1, maintaining a proportional intervention. Question 41. In Florida, if you witness a coworker using excessive force, what is your responsibility? Option A, ignore it to stay friends. Option B, intervene to stop the harm and report the incident to the Florida Abuse Hotline, DCF. Option C, wait for a manager to see it. Option D, only report it if the person is bleeding. The correct answer is option B. Intervene to stop the harm and report the incident to the Florida Abuse Hotline, DCF. Florida law mandates that all healthcare and social service workers are mandated reporters of abuse or neglect. Question 42. Which communication technique involves repeating back what the person said to ensure they feel heard? Option A. Aggressive listening. Option B. Empathic listening/verbal reflection. Option C. Silent treatment. Option D. Sarcasm. The correct answer is option B. Empathic listening/verbal reflection. Reflecting the person's feelings or words, without judgment, helps build rapport and de-escalate the situation. Question 43. A safety intervention should be option A. Punitive and last for hours. Option B. The least restrictive intervention for the shortest duration possible. Option C. The first thing tried. Option D. Used to teach the person a lesson. The correct answer is option B. The least restrictive intervention for the shortest duration possible. CPI emphasizes using only the amount of force necessary to maintain safety and ending the intervention as soon as the risk subsides. Question 44. Which precipitating factor refers to things staff have no control over? Option A. The lighting in the room. Option B. A person's history of childhood trauma. Option C. The staff's tone of voice. Option D. The speed of the response. The correct answer is option B. A person's history of childhood trauma. Staff cannot change a person's history, but knowing it helps them maintain rational detachment and provide better care. Question 45. Limit setting should always provide. Option A. A threat of a bigger punishment. Option B. Choices and consequences, positive versus negative options. Option C. No choice at all. Option D. A long lecture on ethics. The correct answer is option B. Choices and consequences, positive versus negative options. Providing choices empowers the individual to take responsibility for their own behavior. Question 46. In the control step of coping, who must be stabilized? Option A. Only the individual. Option B. Both the individual and the staff involved. Option C. Only the manager. Option D. No one, just the environment. The correct answer is option B. Both the individual and the staff involved. Staff also experience trauma and adrenaline during a crisis and need time to recover before debriefing. Question 47. What does care represent in the CPI philosophy? Option A. Providing gifts. Option B. Identifying and meeting the physical and emotional needs of the person in crisis. Option C. Telling the person what to do. Option D. Hiring a nurse. The correct answer is option B. Identifying and meeting the physical and emotional needs of the person in crisis. Care is the foundation of the therapeutic relationship and the first pillar of the CPI philosophy. Question 48. A supportive approach is used at which stage of the crisis development model? Option A. Anxiety. Option B. Defensive. Option C. Risk behavior. Option D. Tension reduction. The correct answer is option A. Anxiety. Supportive interventions are proactive and designed to stop a crisis before it truly starts. Question 49. What is the risk of using pain compliance techniques in Florida facilities? Option A. They are encouraged for speed. Option B. They are generally prohibited as they increase trauma and the risk of injury/death. Option C. They make the person more rational. Option D. They are part of the standard CPI curriculum. The correct answer is option B. They are generally prohibited as they increase trauma and the risk of injury/death. CPI techniques are designed to be non-pain producing to maintain the philosophy of care and welfare. Question 50. When is therapeutic rapport established? Option A. Only during the fight. Option B. During the tension reduction stage, postvention. Option C. At the very beginning of the day only. Option D. It is not part of CPI. The correct answer is option B. During the tension reduction stage, postvention. Tension reduction is the window of opportunity to re-establish trust and debrief the event. Question 51. Which Florida agency oversees the protection of individuals with developmental disabilities? Option A. NASA. Option B. Agency for Persons with Disabilities, APD. Option C. The Department of Agriculture. Option D. The Florida Bar. The correct answer is option B. Agency for Persons with Disabilities, APD. APD sets the standards for zero tolerance of abuse and the proper use of behavioral supports in Florida. Question 52. What is verbal reflection? Option A, yelling back. Option B, a technique where you state the feeling the person is expressing, e.g., I can see you are frustrated. Option C, thinking about what to say next. Option D, talking to yourself. The correct answer is option B, a technique where you state the feeling the person is expressing, e.g., I can see you are frustrated. Verbal reflection validates the individual's emotions, which is a key component of empathic listening. Question 53. How does volume affect a crisis situation? Option A, being louder makes people listen. Option B, matching an individual's high volume can escalate the situation, being quiet can help them lower theirs. Option C, volume doesn't matter. Option D, loud voices help people think. The correct answer is option B, matching an individual's high volume can escalate the situation, being quiet can help them lower theirs. Through integrated experience, a calm, quiet voice encourages the individual to mirror that calm. Question 54. The intimidation stage of the verbal escalation continuum is a threat of option A, words only. Option B, physical harm to self or others. Option C, leaving the building. Option D, asking for a lawyer. The correct answer is option B, physical harm to self or others. Intimidation indicates a high risk for physical violence, safety and backup are the primary focus. Question 55. What is self-regulation? Option A, the person's ability to manage their own emotions and behavior. Option B, a government rule. Option C, the staff's work schedule. Option D, a type of medication. The correct answer is option A, the person's ability to manage their own emotions and behavior. The goal of CPI is to help individuals return to a state of self-regulation where they are safe and rational. Question 56. If a physical intervention is prolonged, what should staff do? Option A, hold on tighter. Option B, rotate staff and continuously reassess for a safer alternative or tension reduction. Option C, stop and leave the room. Option D, stop talking. The correct answer is option B, rotate staff and continuously reassess for a safer alternative or tension reduction. Prolonged restraints increase the risk of injury and medical emergency, constant reassessment is required. Question 57. Which Florida statute deals with the reporting of abuse, neglect, and exploitation? Option A, FS 415. Option B, FS 100. Option C, FS 500. Option D, FS 1. The correct answer is option A, FS 415. Chapter 415 of the Florida statutes covers the protection of vulnerable adults and reporting requirements. Question 58. In the coping model, investigate includes looking for option A, someone to blame. Option B, the roots of the behavior and what could be improved in the future. Option C, stolen money. Option D, the individual's bank account. The correct answer is option B, the roots of the behavior and what could be improved in the future. Investigation is about learning and system improvement, not finger-pointing. Question 59. A supportive stance should be maintained at which angle? Option A, 0 degrees, face-to-face. Option B, 45 degrees. Option C, 180 degrees, back-to-back. Option D, 90 degrees, side-by-side. The correct answer is option B, 45 degrees. The 45-degree angle provides a safety exit and is seen as less confrontational than a direct frontal stance. Question 60. Why is documentation so important after a CPI intervention in Florida? Option A, to use up paper. Option B, to provide a legal and clinical record to ensure rights were protected and safety was maintained. Option C, to win a prize. Option D, to remember the person's name. The correct answer is option B, to provide a legal and clinical record to ensure rights were protected and safety was maintained. Accurate documentation is required for state audits, legal protection, and to improve the individual's clinical care plan.